What's going on, guys? How are y'all? What I wanted to say right here on this show is I wanted to talk about the Washington Redskins and their situation. Point is, Jay Gruden is a shitty head coach in the NFL. He is an average coach, and the only reason he has a job is because of his brother. He only won one division championship. And I understand Washington is a tough place to win. I understand FedEx Field has a lot of renovations. It's not the nicest place in terms of concessions and whatever. And if you go to the parking lot, it's kind of a wasteland out there. And Dan Snyder doesn't help at all. He's probably the worst general manager. He's the worst owner in sports. He treats his employees poorly by every account. And he doesn't spend big money to get in free agents. But what I want to say is that Bruce Allen, this whole Washington Redskins front office is a complete disaster. So in fairness, you could excuse Jay Gruden, but Jay Gruden's kept on the same old boring Greg Minuski defense. Jay Gruden had Alex Smith, and last year I know that they beat the Cowboys, but they didn't really beat anybody impressive. And even if Alex Smith were to stay healthy, I don't think that Washington would have beat out the Cowboys for the playoffs anyway. Washington's been a mediocre, boring, terrible team, and they need a spark. And to me, the spark is actually one of their assistants. You see, the Washington Redskins on their staff with when Mike Shanahan was the head coach with RG3, they had 3 young assistants on that staff. They had Kyle Shanahan, who is now one of the brightest offensive coaches. He was the son of Mike Shanahan. They also had Sean McVay, who was just an assistant under Jay Gruden, and now Sean McVay is probably the best coach in the NFL other than Bill Belichick. They let him walk out the door. Then they had Matt LaFleur, and Matt LaFleur could very well be a really good NFL coach for the Green Bay Packers. Matt LaFleur is a high upside. He was not that bad of a coordinator last year, even though with Tennessee, they only had 1 wide receiver. Delaney Walker got hurt for the entire year, and Derrick Henry was very inconsistent in his play. I thought that Marcus Mariota was even hurt. He was in and out of the lineup last year. I think LaFleur's going to do really well with the Green Bay Packers. So the Redskins had 3 coaches on staff. I look at Kevin Oconnell, and I think O'Connell's going to be a rock star. And I'll tell you a couple of reasons why I think he's a much better head coach than Jay Gruden. O'Connell has a lot of ideas. He is a guy that is he's only 33 years old, so he's a young coach, but he's also a great communicator. People love to be around the guy. The guy is very likable, has great leadership skills. Second, the guy is a very good quarterbacks coach. He was around, I know he went to Cleveland, but he was also around with Alex Smith last year, and he was around Kirk Cousins. This guy knows how to coach the quarterback position. He played the quarterback position. He is not old and stodgy like Jay Gruden. He will call aggressive plays. He will not stick to the West Coast scheme. Kevin O'Connell will be more innovative than Jay Gruden. And the other thing is, what do you have to lose? You need a young and exciting head coach. And if you're going to be drafting a quarterback, why would you want that quarterback to be with Jay Gruden, who's already on the hot seat? Why not let Kevin O'Connell take his chance with this young quarterback? Why are you keeping Jay Gruden? Do you suddenly think Jay Gruden's going to go from this 500 coach to now winning the NFC East? Do you now think that Jay Gruden's suddenly going to snap and in 2 years, Alex Smith or this rookie with this old, terrible roster is going to somehow win the division championship and then go into the playoffs and win a couple of games? You need to hit lightning in a bottle. The Rams took a chance on Sean McVay, on a young offensive head coach, on a young guy that played football in high school. Kevin O'Connell has a great personality. Everyone that's ever been around O'Connell knows what kind of great character guy he is. He grew up in Tennessee. He went out to San Diego, went to San Diego State, was a quarterback in the NFL. Very similar background to Cliff Kingsbury. Very similar background to Cliff Kingsbury. And he's even spent more time in the NFL than Cliff Kingsbury. And Jay Gruden does have some intelligence, okay? So Kevin Oconnell did pick up some intelligence from Jay Gruden, but I'm tired of seeing the Redskins. I'm tired of seeing the Washington Redskins throw away all these coaches that are elite level coaches. You don't want to see the next Matt Nagy walk out the door. Look at what Chicago did. They went young, they took a risk. They went with a guy that was an offensive coordinator under Andy Reid for pretty much 6 weeks, and they hired him. Jay Gruden has a nice tree. Jay Gruden has a very respectable tree. The Gruden family. The Gruden family is from the Walsh family, is from the Holmgren family. All of that. John Gruden, Jay Gruden, all of that. Jay Gruden was an arena football quarterback. This guy was a quarterback in the NFL. This guy will be able to relate to the young rookie quarterback and say that this guy calls great plays this year. Say that the Redskins actually have a great season. First of all, what is Jay Gruden even doing anymore? He's not even calling his own plays. So what is he bringing to the table other than mediocre BS? Say that this guy has an unbelievable year. You're going to lose him. Even if the guy, Kevin Oconnell, has an okay season, you're losing him. Look what happened with Matt LaFleur. He had an okay year, and he was gone. This is a young guy who wants to be a head coach in the NFL. Why would you bring a rookie quarterback in, have Kevin Oconnell leave, and stick with Jay mediocre 8-8 Gruden? Get rid of Gruden, let O'Connell run the show, and try to hit lightning in a bottle with Kevin O'Connell and this new rookie quarterback. You have nothing to lose. You know, if you keep Jay Gruden, you're going 8-8, 7-9 anyway. Give O'Connell 3 years. Take a risk. Take a chance. Stop being afraid to take a chance, Washington. Jay Gruden should be fired immediately. Kevin O'Connell needs to be the head football coach out there. You let the rookie quarterback and O'Connell roll with this. You could hit the next Matt Nagy. You could hit the next Sean McVay, the next Kyle Shanahan. The league is young. The league is going towards younger coaches. LaFleur or Zach Taylor or Kingsbury, one of them's going to hit. We've seen enough of Jay Gruden. I think Jay Gruden's been there 5 years. Enough is enough, Washington. Come on, Redskins fans.